Housing development in Hibbing faced pushback last year when community members protested its planned location of Cobb Cook Park.
But now there is a new spot for it. Funding is in place and development continues. Northern News Now's Isabella Zadra tells us what this all means for housing in this Iron Range community.
Cobb Cook Place may have first caught the public's attention in the summer of 2024, but for Executive Director of the Housing and Redevelopment Authority, Jackie Prescott, this has been a long time coming.
It's something that we've been working on for a decade, just about.
After dealing with some obstacles, everything seemed to fall into place after the HRA was selected to receive around $26 million from the Minnesota Housing Finance Agency.
We're going to be building family units and single units of housing that will serve our workforce, essentially. So those people that are at or under 80% of average median income.
The new 52-unit development will replace the current workforce housing Greenhaven Apartments in Hibbing, which were built in 1952, addressing the need for quality and affordable housing for low and moderate income families. Prescott explains these first 52 units are only phase one of a two-phase project.
There are actually 100 units of the Greenhaven Apartments that we're looking to replace. So due to the cost, as you can see, is very high. We had to do it in phases.
Phase two will be based more on a planned development approach, but Prescott said it is still up in the air on what the second phase would look like. In a press release, Hibbing Mayor Pete Heiduch said this development is a monumental step forward for the city and that it demonstrates the commitment to preserve an existing housing while also investing in the well-being of the community. Prescott believes this funding will nearly cover the full estimated cost of the 52 units without raising taxes. In Hibbing, Isabella Zadra, Northern News Now.
Thank you, Isabella. Cobb Cook Place will be located on the 4000 block of 5th Avenue West in Hibbing. A groundbreaking is set for fall of 2025.